Hey guys, and welcome back to Baked Beyond Belief.
We're baked, and Zach is beyond belief.
Yeah, I have to work in
like
a
that one.
few hours, so I'm not high today. I'm just tired instead.
Yeah,
You're
that's
hired.
mine. What are you
I'm trying
doing?
to move it.
You're hired.
I'm hired.
So, Alex,
No, we're not starting. this.
I have a
Wait, can I-
hypothetical for you.
Can I get through mine
no.
first?
Stefan said something. Okay.
Because I had something to talk about, but I wanted to save it for the podcast.
Okay.
okay,
Because I found it very funny.
Okay.
Okay, so you know the Epstein list came out, right? And did you all see Stephen Hawking was on that list?
Yes.
Okay.
all
I
right.
don't know if
Zach,
everyone-
where is this? Not Zach.
I don't know if Zach
Stefan-
knows the story.
Stefan, where is this going?
Okay. One of the girls that were there was asked what he likes. And the answer was he liked seeing naked midgets do like very like theoretical math. And that's what he enjoyed doing, was watching naked midgets
That
do physics.
Is midgets a derogatory term now?
Short people. I don't know. She said
it
midgets
depends
in
on
thing.
the actual condition they have. Like dwarf is bad, but people that have dwarfism are dwarf, and it's not bad.
Okay. Well, either way.
I don't know. You if you call somebody and they get upset, say you're sorry, and if they don't, you're okay.
Do you think we can say tiny?
A little person, I think.
I don't
I think the
know.
political right term is little people.
I don't fucking know.
But also that I think that depends on the person too.
I think
so-
tiny's kind of like cute.
I don't think they. It's like yes, I want to be cute all the time.
Yeah.
That peaked.
Who?
That peaked.
I just mean,
But a lot of the stuff people are saying are in the Epstein things. They aren't, and a lot of people that show up, like it's from the whole deposition. So
Yeah.
the people were like, "Have you heard of this person? Have you heard of this person? Have you heard of this person?" And there's like pages of that, and then it's like this person's name showed up, and then it's in the context of, "Did you hear about this person?" No.
Yeah.
It's like their name's in the list. That means they're guilty. So it means nothing, and all the real evidence is still locked up.
Yeah, yeah.
Or is that what they want you to think?
No,
I have
it's
no
definitely,
fucking
definitely locked up. If,
I have
if
no
really
idea.
powerful people were using him for what they say they were using him for, they want that shit locked up and never spoken to ever again.
did you know
And
that?
there's a lot of things also because he had his island was like a stop for private jets. So a lot of people were there literally as like the jet landed for an hour, got refueled, and they left again.
Yeah.
But that's also perfect cover. If somebody was going there, they could go do something while the jet was fueled and leave. So it's truly impossible. But all the detailed information is the people that actually can do something about it have it.
That is true.
Did
I
you
didn't
know
want
that?
to go. I didn't want to go too far into this. I just wanted to talk about Stephen Hawking liking watching naked midgets
Yeah.
do physics.
But did you know people were betting on who was going to be on the list? Like they
Really?
I saw it listed on like it was like an ad to like bet on it.
Oh shit!
Like to bet who was actually on Epstein's list.
Would have you ever bet that Stephen Hawking was going to be on that list?
There were some names. I can't remember if Stephen Hawking was. It was pretty much everyone they like suspected to be potentially on the list, like Trump, Bill Clinton, shit like that.
Oh,
But like you couldn't just like enter in your own name.
yeah. Like,
And bet
could
that
you
weren't
imagine?
on it.
I was there.
I was on that plane. Okay. Anyways, you can go now,
right.
Zach. I just wanted to
So-
talk about naked midgets doing physics.
You know, I work in a place that is adjacent to Stephen. He was there. Not when I was there, but he was there.
Yeah, the
Oh.
physics center.
Been to his office where he had discoveries.
Were there a lot of chalkboards that were really short, close to the ground?
No.
Okay. Well,
I mean, regular height for chalkboards. So they're like relatively close. Like a children could write on them. But also, I don't think he did much chalk writing. Anyway, yeah,
Okay.
he just liked to be anonymous. Nobody knew he was in Canada. So he was like,
yeah. When was he in Canada, dude?
for a while, and nobody knew about it until after he died.
Oh,
Like, did he like die in Canada?
No, I don't think so.
So, like, what years was he in Canada?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh,
Well, like,
I thought you were like a subject matter expert on this.
I wasn't there at the time, so it's like.
I mean, I guess you were right, but you were like, nobody knew he was here, but he was here.
But no, like he liked to be here because people didn't realize. Most people don't know there's like a leading physics center in middle
Waterloo.
of
No.
Yeah.
No, but Zach, how did you find that out? Who gave you that
because I worked there and
information?
became public knowledge after he died. But he liked
At the offices you work at?
no, like everywhere.
Oh, so it's
After he passed away, a bunch of extra information came out because there's no point in hiding it anymore. But he liked to be because he was like famous and he didn't like to be bothered all the time. Anyway, lots of fun conversation. Full pivot.
Full pivot.
Okay, so first the setup to this question. You're at a restaurant, nice restaurant alone. You order a sandwich. You're sitting down to eat. It just comes out. And then you see entering this small stainless store, a full in makeup mime. And the question is, how many mimes have to come in before you abandon your food and leave the restaurant?
Oh, the full restaurant.
Maximum capacity?
Max capacity, because I'd be like, fucking, there's like a party of mimes going on. Sure, man, I'm just eating my sandwich.
I think the thing that would like probably fuck me up before, because like my original thought was until like I'm uncomfortable sitting at the table, but I just realized that mimes are silent and it would be a full fucking restaurant of people all sitting at tables and not a sound being made, and I'd feel like my chewing would be too loud. Like, I feel like my original thing was until they like push me out of my seat, but like I'm gonna say probably like the tables around me. Because the moment everybody sat down and everybody's just silent, I'd be like, I need to leave.
See, where my mind went is I don't know if I would think it's that weird. Because like sometimes, or at least in the movies, there's been things about like people after they dress up as Santas, all the Santas will get together like from the various different malls. Have you ever?
Yeah, but think about the sheer complete silence of that restaurant.
I have a question for you. Do you think mimes eat silently? Like when they're chewing? Do you think no sound comes out?
That's what I mean. Or they don't even actually eat. They're not eating food. They're just pretending. Yeah.
They're just pretending to eat food.
and like pretending to talk to each other and shit. So you're just sitting there and you're like
How many mimes or how long would I wait?
How many mimes? It's like a cozy cafe type. You just got a sandwich.
You know what? Until they start working behind the counter. The moment the server comes out, he's also a mime. I'm fucking out that door.
As many as like they now have to go behind the
Yeah, start taking jobs
because there's just not enough room in the restaurant.
If I'm eating this sandwich, then I look up and realize the cook and everyone else is also a mime. I'd be like, I'm fucking, what is happening?
No,
I'd be so
the wait
scared.
staff are perfectly normal, but they also don't acknowledge that a bunch of mimes are coming. But like,
then I wouldn't.
just think about it. One mime comes in, it's like, oh, there's a mime. It's kind of weird. And like another one is like, are they together? And then they just keep coming. How unsettling.
It would be. I'd say as soon as they break two social norms.
Yeah.
Like they're already being a mime in public, but like as soon as they start like all like sitting on tables or like standing on like I don't at a certain point like okay, the restaurant's full, there's a bunch of mimes here, weird. But if they start like filing in behind the counter or like on top of things, like okay, this guy's on the garbage, there's so many mimes, I'd be like, okay, one too many mime.
Yeah. That's the answer.
Well, so pretty much when the restaurant is literally full of mimes, they can't sit at regular spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
is
mine.
that number, you think it's less if they were clowns instead?
I think it'd be funny if you was clowns.
I wouldn't, dude.
Because like, the first thing that I would think about is
clowns are way
is
more
like,
than
man, this is what it's like to be in one of those tiny cars. It's one of those clown cars. This is what it feels like.
Maybe. POV
Like I'm
or
also
clown
not.
car.
I'm also not like scared of clowns.
Getting railed
So
by
it'd be the exact same thing as a mime.
I'd say it would probably be about the same. But if they were all dressed the exact same way that the mimes were, I feel like that's more uncommon for a clown. Like for every clown in there. But yeah, they definitely could be a lot more common, but like no way everyone nails the same makeup and color scheme.
Oh, like a mime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the moment there's two true identical clowns, I'm out.
So prepare for
True identical.
Yeah, like the moment I put them side by side and I'm like, you guys are the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's some
you heard it
machine
here.
creating
We
these
have
things.
to-
I'm getting the fuck out.
We have to hire twin mimes.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I'm like, are you scared of twins?
No. It's just, but like as AJ's saying, like the intricate makeup, everything, like the curl in the hair is the same. Like,
There's
scared of clowns?
one way a mime looks. Like they've got like the white face. They've got like
yeah.
but like there's so many colors that a clown could be.
Yeah.
Like mime, it's black and white. Okay, there's a lot of mimes here, but like if every clown was coordinated, and they all like, there was something going on. There was communication. This isn't chance.
Yeah.
But it's also a clown. They can make noise.
Yeah.
So like,
The
is
experience
it
would
like, okay, Zach, this question, is it like all these clowns are the exact same, or is it like a circus just got out and all the clowns decided to come have a beer?
I think that the circus got it, but they're not acknowledging it.
So they're not, so all the clowns have different makeup.
Yeah.
So they're just like,
They're
it's like
not
a circus
identical
showed up.
people. I think that's
Well,
a different.
there might be identical twins.
There could be some,
Don't hurt his bread.
I wonder if like as soon as mimes get out, they're like, oh man, that circus went well today.
Yeah. Do you think they talk?
Do you think they talk? Did I say mime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant clown.
No.
Oh.
But like, if they're fresh out the circus, do they talk about like how the experience went?
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Maybe.
It would just
They're
be
like, oh
looking at-
man, or is it like it stays at work?
I feel like, well, like, I feel like there's probably a back room that you're undressing from the clown. You're probably talking there.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna go home in clown shoes and full clown makeup
Why not?
right from the circus.
They are though in this restaurant.
Yeah, but they're eating. They don't live there.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Do you think one of them owns the tiny car and has to get into it at the end of the circus?
I think the circus probably owns the tiny car.
Oh, if they got out of a tiny car,
The moment I saw more than 5 come out of that car, out. Then you have to make it to the restaurant.
I just think the eating experience to have so many clowns around. Clowns are loud. They have like squeaky things often.
For some reason, yeah.
So squeaky.
Their shoes or their nose or their whatever, they're going to be loud.
I think for the clown one, for me, up until it's like uncomfortable for me to sit at my seat, so like where they're like touching me, like it's so full in the restaurant, or for some reason until they stop being more concerned with themselves and being more concerned with me, because I feel like that's how that would go. Like they're now like, not, they're,
you're
like,
not a clown.
yeah, and they just start like coming and talking to me or trying to do tricks for me.
You're the only audience. In that restaurant
Yeah.
besides the wait staff.
Yeah, and then I'm out. And I'm out. I'm like, you guys need to stop.
I
But
like
if
to
it's just
imagine the way that Zach explained like what what a clown was is like how you would explain a clown to someone who's never seen a clown. They do squeaky things often.
Ignore every appearance about it.
They do squeaky things often. Colorful.
Colorful.
Some pictures of dog toy.
There's another classic one.
Classic. These were classic. No, I thought
This is I heard that once and I forget where. But another one it's a more classic hypothetical question. Would you rather have to fight an orangutan with a sword once a year, or kill a chicken every time you have to start a car?
I kill a chicken every time I have to start a car.
I'd get unlimited chicken.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, that's actually pretty good eating a chicken a day. Or a chicken every time you start a car. You can get multiple chickens. Just sit in your car and just be like on off.
But like
on
I'm-
off.
but like
on
Chicken spawns and is
kill.
trying to attack
Okay,
you.
yeah, go on, catch it, kill, off, on, catch it, kill.
Okay.
Chickens.
Where does the chicken spawn?
Somewhere in the car.
Okay.
Oh, just somewhere in the car.
Okay, you know what? That's actually not that bad because I was thinking like imagine you're like at work and you're like, oh fuck, I want to go out for lunch. And you have to go out there, but like nobody knows you have to do this, right? So like you go start your car and you're just looking around, and then someone just sees a chicken like come out from underneath like another car, and you just start beating it to death. It's like first week of
Do you
the
have to-
job.
Do you have to kill it every time?
Every time you start a car, or even if you're getting driven somewhere,
You have to kill it.
you have to kill it.
Yeah.
Oh, anytime
Is it-
you're involved in a car starting.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's evolved. That's not.
Well, because then I don't drive, so
What
that'd
if-
be easy. 'Cause I
Yeah, I also don't drive. Yeah.
I wouldn't drive if like the opposite of if there was a different like addition to the hypothetical where you had to sacrifice a chicken every time you wanted your car to start. Rather than like you have to kill the chicken
Wait.
because it spawns.
Yeah, I have another question. New engines now for cars turn off when you're at a red light.
Oh no.
So when you hit the
think you can
pedal,
turn it off.
Yeah, a
But
lot you can turn off.
And it's not all the way off.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just,
but like,
low.
say you can't do that. Does the chicken spawn because the engine shut off?
Just in traffic.
I think hypothetically it would be like each time you're driving your car.
Yeah.
Oh, like you get in and
point
like
A to point B.
Yeah. What
you
button?
just get you might have a cop pulls you over, turn off your car, and you're like,
Police officer.
turn off your car, you're like, fine. He's like, hey, you're good to go, and you're like, you go first. He's like, well, why? And you're like, fuck.
Turn it on, chicken spawns.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm so sorry. You just start beating the fuck out of the chicken.
No, the best way. So, full tangent on how I would deal with chickens. You get falconry gloves, and then you could break its neck pretty easy.
Oh,
You just got to grab it by the neck and.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just
But that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine like your boss like checks out the window as you're going for lunch one day and just sees you fucking shit whip the soul out of a chicken. What? You're just getting your car casually, and they're like, "Who did I just hire?"
what was the opposite of this hypothetical again?
An orangutan with a sword tries to kill you once a year.
Yeah, no.
An
no.
orangutan with its hands can kill me.
Yeah. It sneaks up on me.
Also, that's
even
not
if
free
it doesn't.
food. Also, that's not free food. Like chicken is like free food,
Yeah,
right? Like daily. Like you don't have to buy food every day anymore. You just gotta pluck a chicken and cook it.
yeah, but imagine. I guess you could just start giving it to people. Here,
I think the funniest thing would be like you're walking out like a McDonald's or something. There's a homeless guy. It's like, hey, you want some food? They're like, yeah, that'd be great. I'm like, okay, give me a sec. You go to your car, start the car, kill a chicken, and go hand it to someone.
There's another version where it's not a chicken, it's a goblin. But I think
Oh, that's much worse. I think I'd rather
No,
fight
but
the
like
red
that.
goblin.
proof a goblin is real.
yeah, I'd be like, do you guys see that shit? I'm a hero.
Yeah.
Every time I see.
Oh yeah, I guess if you just pull it out every single day,
Yeah.
a goblin, people would be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, and then you become a hero all the time.
I don't know.
Well,
Wait,
then
wait, wait.
then the chicken situation, you'd be a hero because you're pretty much solving world hunger.
A chicken gets taken from somewhere to your car.
Yeah.
Somewhere a farmer gets really pissed off. All his chickens disappear.
It's
Oh,
one
no.
single farmer the
That would
entire
suck.
time.
It's a factory farm.
Like, I
Nobody
just
notices.
got another chicken.
Yeah. With the goblins, that would be dope.
The goblin one would be. How fast do you think the government would be knocking on your door?
Depends if you told anybody about the goblin.
Well,
Well, like that really depends on when you're starting your
Imagine
car
one gets
or getting in
away.
you're getting in a car, right? Like I feel like a goblin is much harder to fight than a chicken. That's like a
How big is the
mini
goblin?
person.
Yeah, like a goblin could be in. Like we don't know.
Like the goblin's a humanoid. Like they have hands.
Hmm.
I feel like that's much harder to kill than a chicken.
I think you're underestimating chickens. Chickens are dangerous.
Yeah, I know they're dangerous.
Mhm.
Like they can claw your eyes. I
hard
get
enough,
it.
They're good.
You're in an enclosed space.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll fuck it up.
I was just thinking if it was something like more like you have to do a puzzle every time you start your car. I feel like that would be like I'd be like,
That'd be much worse.
I
yeah,
debate that a lot more than
Yeah.
for some reason.
like killing a chicken.
Yeah.
But like I'm like I have to do I have to do math.
Yeah, why was it like that kind of test? Why couldn't it just
I
be
don't
like
know.
why couldn't it just be like a riddle that you have to solve?
Maybe
Just get really
that
good
would
at
be
riddles.
awful because I like like there are some complex riddles. It's like your car just no.
Yeah, says no to you. No, it's wrong. Try again.
Does it allow you to try again?
Yeah, no, you have
Like,
unlimited
is it
tries.
like a
no, you have
breathalyzer?
unlimited tries. You just have to get it right before you can drive. Like you have unlimited tries at it.
Yeah, that's a real pain in the ass. It makes me debate the orangutan.
Well,
No.
the thing is with the orangutan is, are we allowed to bring? Like, do we know exactly what day it's going to show up, or does it somewhere within the year?
Boss music starts playing 1 hour before it shows up.
Boss music.
Yeah.
How long does it stick around? The whole day?
Until
24.
you get rid of it.
You're
or
like-
it succeeds its mission.
You're at like your parents' funeral. Just hear it going like, oh no.
Once a year. So there's a chance it happens on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. You have to go through.
Back-to-back hour. Oh no, why is the music still going?
Yeah, why is the music at that point? Oh man, that's hard because we're not in the States. What I would do,
Guns?
yeah, move to the States where you have where open carry is allowed and just carry around a gun. Because like shooting an orangutan, sure, but like if you had to fight it bare hands with also a melee weapon or something,
It has a
would
sword.
fucking suck.
Yeah, it has a sword.
Yeah, I know. Well, like if you're walking around, you're like, "Fuck, what's the first thing I can like for the hour?" You'd be rushing around trying to find something to kill this orangutan with. If you didn't have like a gun on you already.
I wonder, is it immediately visible or does it like sneak? Like, does it just come at you and you're like, okay, this is the time where it comes, or like can it like hide in a bush and at that point like randomly pop out?
Yeah, can it
I think it's about as smart as a regular orangutan. So maybe.
okay? How close does it spawn to you? Like, see, if you're sitting in a car, is it going to spawn in the back seat?
Anywhere
Like
in
in
the world.
swinging range?
It at least has
Anywhere
to,
in the
at
world.
least has to change rooms.
Imagine.
It
has to
so
take
it
a
has to
flight.
walk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could be in a car and just sit there being like, I'm going to run over this fucking orangutan.
Yeah, imagine like the orangutan like spawns somewhere worse than where the orangutan would be. Like it spawns
Bottom of
in
the
like
ocean.
Tijuana, like in the fucking like
run
the
at you.
cartel area, and you're like, fuck, I have to go to this thing now to kill it.
Well, no, it's coming to you.
Yeah, it would have to. It would come to you.
Don't. Why would you go there?
But then
waits.
you'd have zero prediction of like when
Yeah.
it gets there.
Oh, yeah.
The boss
Exactly.
music would never go away.
Well,
Oh, and just continuously going. Wait, is this an immortal orangutan and only you
What if
can
it
kill
dies?
No. I guess if it got killed by something else.
Yeah,
Can
so if it-
something kill? Yeah. Sorry.
Gets hit by a train.
it
or
lives the
something?
life of a regular orangutan, so like it can't board flights.
You have to go kill every orangutan until the music stops. It's the most
No, it
schizophrenic
can't board
shit I've
flights.
ever
It,
heard.
just
it
walks
wants
to you.
it wants to kill you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it an immortal monkey but you are the only one
No,
that can't kill
think,
it?
I think it could get killed by other thing.
Does it
But
have?
it spawns close to you and is trying to kill you, so it'd be pretty hard.
Does it have the ability to charter a plane? Or oh wait, we're back in the hypothetical.
It'd be pretty close to you.
Okay,
It'd be close.
question. You're on a private jet in the air. Does it spawn on the plane?
In the bathroom.
It spawns in the bathroom. What if you're in the bathroom?
Then it spawns in the plane.
God damn it.
That's so much worse.
Yeah, I feel like if you're in the plane going in the middle of going somewhere and you're like halfway through and then you hear fucking boss music.
I would just
you're just
I would
like, son of a whore.
just like tie myself to the chair and open up the exit door.
Hey, did you hear that happen?
What?
Good segue.
The door
did
like
you hear that?
ripped off.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I did.
Flight Alaska, one of the doors on one of the another Boeing ripped off its hinges. Did you hear about that?
No.
I did hear about that.
Yeah,
A Boeing.
yeah, you know, like
Bone.
yeah, Boeing. Yeah, I decided to tell Ryan that story in the middle of his flight going to. I'm like, so he
Nobody
did you
got
hear about-
hurt.
No, got hurt. But I'm like, hey, did you hear about this, Ryan?
Where is he now? I saw you posted. Like,
He's in Norway. He's up in the
The Darklands.
yeah. There's an island far north that Norway owns, and there's a research base for polar bears. And stuff
I thought you just said he's in nowhere.
He's
in nowhere.
Don't fucking worry about it.
The Darklands.
Why? Who the fuck's getting tattoos up there?
There's a whole like university and research base up there. So there's like 400 or 500 people up there, and like a university and stuff like that.
And they all just wanted tattoos from Ryan.
No, just a bunch of them do because no other tattoo artists go up there. So you could living there working, and you would have to get on a plane and go across to Norway to probably get a tattoo.
Well,
Where instead you could just wait for Ryan to show up like once a year.
does he do that once a year?
He did it last year. And he's done it this year. He might just end up doing it once a year.
God damn.
Like I don't see why you wouldn't. If you like, you could be
want
like, oh, I can
travel?
just wait for him to show up this year and get a tattoo then.
Does
Right?
he
Instead of,
does
like-
he take any days off over there, or is he just
No,
working
he
the whole
works.
time?
He works pretty much every day. He does like 2 or 3 a day. Like he does like what he's doing now.
Does he make money over there?
Yes, he does.
Like a lot?
Yeah, because
It works out like with
I think
flight
he gets,
and
I think he gets paid in the euro, so literally double the triple probably right now.
so it's more of like a like work.
Yeah, this is
Then
that's a
vacation.
work trip. Yeah, work vacation thing. He knows someone on that island that's in the university, I think.
So he stays
doing
with them?
research. No, she was able to get him an apartment to use this time.
Oh wow.
So he's in like an apartment for like a week and a half, a week.
I wonder how that
Just
works.
tattooing people.
Well, he probably goes there to like sleep. Probably works out of it too.
Yeah, he just works.
No,
out
I
of it.
mean,
It's
like-
his houses now.
I mean, more so like having an apartment for only a week and a half, like Airbnb type thing.
Yeah, I don't know. He just said that he was able to get an apartment for free when he's there.
Fucking
So,
odd.
it's a really nice apartment too.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
Did you see them?
That's
Like
odd.
they're
I didn't-
really nice apartments. Like fuck.
I didn't, but now I want to. Thanks.
Well,
Pivoting back to fighting things in cars.
Wait.
Have you seen car
Wait,
wrestling?
we're
before?
halfway. We're halfway. Save.
I want to talk about car wrestling. Really. Have you anybody seen car wrestling?
No.
yes.
It's so fucking weird.
It's crazy,
Car-
dude.
Oh,
Car
yeah, yeah,
MMA
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Like MMA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're in a car.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking crazy.
Literally, there's they fight over who gets a driver's seat and a passenger seat. I
Oh,
think.
so they're just
And
in a
then-
car.
And then they like sit there, they're buckled in,
Mhm.
and then it's like go, and you have to fight
Yeah.
the other guy.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's fucking brutal.
And people choke each other with like the seatbelt.
yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And like they'll like pin their head against like the steering wheel and like with their foot to like choke them out.
It's
Like
fun.
people are like getting stuck, and then they release the seat, and then they go back. It's so weird, but yeah, it's just like, what if we made people fight in a car, and that's it?
But it's
That's it.
so crazy because like you never think about it, but like it's like, what if we made people fight in a car, but it went 0 to 1,000 right away? It's like ding, and it's just like it's like
Would you swing? Okay. Would you swing first or try to get out of the seatbelt first?
I think most people, you free yourself first.
But some people don't.
Yeah.
some people just start fucking.
Some people
going
just
at it.
like slip out of it.
yeah.
Depends what weight division it is.
Yeah, it's wild.
I would say watch at least one match of car wrestling, and then
Yeah, it sounds
You get
intense.
it.
They also have like phone.
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
I think car is the most interesting obstacle.
Like being in a car.
I almost said telebooth. It's not called a telebooth.
What is it called?
Something. It's a booth of some.
Telephone booth or just phone booth.
Oh,
Phone booth.
Phone booth.
Telebooth.
Phone box.
Yeah, but that was a Russian one, right? Fighting in like a phone in a phone booth.
I thought it was English.
I don't know.
For some reason I want to say book. Phone book.
Good
That
job,
is the
buddy.
thing. That's a thing that used to exist.
They still do. They're just all ads.
Oh.
Yeah. I keep forgetting you have a dog here, dude. I was like, did I just hear a fucking dog bark?
It's very rare.
Okay, well, Alex,
No, I don't want to talk about it.
AJ wants to hear a story again.
I don't want to talk about it.
I want to hear a story for the first time.
I don't want to talk about
We've
it.
never heard this story before.
Don't
one-
worry. It's only certain that anytime you talk about somebody, they hear about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
We're just gonna sit here.
Okay,
in silence
so-
until you like talking about it.
So once upon a
Hey AJ, what's that story Alex is talking about?
Yeah, AJ, what's that story Alex is talking about because he doesn't want to talk about it?
Okay, buy me some time here. Buy me some time.
Buy you some time. Are you
but-
just did he type it out to you at one point?
No.
Oh, I
Just,
don't know what he's
just buy me some time.
What do you think the exchange rate on time would be if you could actually buy time?
Oh my god. It would be
That
fucked.
sounds depressing.
It'd be
But
fucked.
I don't know why it
Um,
sounds so depressing.
It would be fucked because it would be controlled by the 1%.
I saw your finger go for your nose, and
Wait,
my
that was a
brain was
movie.
like, "Oh, he's get there too." I was gonna start looking around who didn't do it.
Why would you?
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, okay.
I forgot that was a movie.
It was a movie.
Can I see before you do it?
In a small town, nestled beneath a shroud of ancient trees, there existed a tale whispered in fearful tones, the legend of the Sock Man. The tale spoke of a night when Alex, returning from a night of revelry, found his home cloaked in an eerie silence.
I just realized it has Buddy's actual name in it.
Yeah, let's not.
Give me all
Time it so you skip it.
I don't
Beep it
I
in
can't
the
do that.
editing too.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
Oh,
I could
yeah,
Also
yeah.
beep it. This is not live.
Okay.
Save for unsettling sounds emanating from his roommate's room. Drawn by an otherworldly curiosity, Alex pushed open the door to witness a sight that defied reason. A man, tightly bound in a full-body sock, writhing and moaning. Unearthly noises filled the air, and shadows danced on the walls like specters from another realm. In the dim light, the sock-clad figure seemed to beckon for help, yet a sinister force lingered beneath the fabric. As Alex confronted the mysterious being, a ghastly hand, stained with the essence of something darker, emerged. Fear gripped Alex's heart, his breath caught in a silent scream. The sock man pleaded for time, begging for a mere 2 minutes to fulfill an enigmatic purpose.
Fucking
In a
music,
room
man.
filled with unseen malevolence, Alex reluctantly granted this spectral figure its request. The moments crawled by, Alex's nerves on edge. As the seconds dwindled, the room became a stage for a bizarre transformation. With the passing of time, the sock man struggled against the confines of his woven prison until, in the final seconds, his face was revealed. A macabre revelation unfolded. The sock man was none other than Alex's roommate, wearing his bizarre shroud as part of a twisted, clandestine ritual. The air hung heavy with an unsettling revelation, and the room resonated with the echoes of dark secrets. In the aftermath, the small town bore witness to a chilling tale, weaving the story of the sock man into its folklore. Whispers of that fateful night lingered in the wind, painting the legend with strokes of fear and curiosity. And so, beneath the canopy of ancient trees, the tale of the sock man endured. A haunting reminder that darkness can wear many disguises. In a small town,
This is like a really long Spotify ad.
It's one of those. It's one of those TikToks that would have like 3 parts.
Yeah, so that was 2 minutes long. I know it felt longer, maybe to
The
some.
happy music.
The music makes that so much worse.
But do you have any questions, Zach? I can answer all of them in depth, besides name. And I realized that name wasn't even there.
No, name wasn't.
Yeah, it
there.
wasn't there.
You just kept calling him Sock Man, which he's what he is. To us.
How would you identify it? Like, did it have like is it sock shaped or just like a sleeve for a body?
Yeah, was
Like,
it a
I
gimp
wouldn't
mask?
identify it as a sock.
He
thinks it's like a paranormal
I'm
creature.
joking.
You think I saw a ghost?
Yes, the sock man. I've watched the internet. Have you not heard of the Dolphin Man and all the other?
It wasn't a ghost. It wasn't
know,
like
I know, I
it
know.
wasn't like a creature.
I know. I just imagine.
It
In
was-
my head, I couldn't imagine somebody inside of a giant stocking, and I couldn't get it.
yeah, and at one point, an arm emerged covered in blood.
Sinister, something
Yes.
sinister.
Yes.
Also, in the story, it doesn't say, but Alex was like fucking pissed drunk.
Okay, I wasn't pissed drunk.
It said after a night of revelry.
Yeah,
You're right.
a couple
It
drinks.
did say a night of revelry. So you weren't drunk when you walked into that?
I had like 3 beers. I just did not drive home.
Oh.
I was like kind of drunk, but not like. I wasn't like blasted.
Like not enough to be
Fucking
like
blasted.
blasted.
So essentially, it was a very large sock covering this person tightly.
Was it
And-
leather?
Just
It's one of them.
just imagine a person in a big sock. And it was not it was for kinky things.
I do understand. I just think it's way funnier to imagine somebody in like an actual big sock.
Like a big tube sock.
Yeah. Did you like that?
I still don't know if I should just tell the story or if I
You
should.
should just tell the story.
It's up to you. But I gave you your out.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime I'll open up about the sock man.
It's still traumatic for him. It's still like in
Yeah,
the
a whole 6
forefront
months.
of his mind.
All these
No.
years later, it's still.
Every time, like when you're in your room lying down, you see something in the corner, it's sort of shadowy, you like freak out a little bit. It's a sock man.
No,
every time.
it's not that at all.
every night he wakes up in a panic, sleep paralysis.
It's
and his demon is the sock man.
No, it's I accidentally, I guess, walked in on somebody doing something very private to them, and I don't feel like exposing them.
It already did.
No, not really.
No, I just told folklore of Alex's childhood town.
Upcoming merch.
The sock man.
Just a guy in a morph suit.
No, it's just a full body sock.
It's what Zach says. It's a drawn picture of a head in a sock. It's like over top of the sock. He's the sock man.
He is a horror figure. He kills you.
Yeah, he comes for you.
I'm just saying.
His
I'm just
hand.
saying. A tube sock with a head like sewn on it with like one bloody arm.
Yeah.
Kind of terrifying.
Kind of metal.
Yeah, kind of metal.
Kind of a big deal in the moment.
Yeah. It was a
Police?
At that moment.
Maybe.
But no, the police were not called.
I can't. Are you saying you never thought about it?
Of course I did.
How long did you think about it? Like when you immediately saw it, right? Like how long were you standing there, kind of just stunned?
How many sock men would have to be in the room? Before you...
Yeah, you're at a
think I'd
diner
stop
getting a
eating them.
sandwich.
Dude, literally one.
But like no, like the police one is kind of interesting. Like how long were you standing there, being like before the thought of I need to call the cops? Then obviously the sock man convincing you not to.
Well, there was a moment where it switched to my brain between I need help. I need the police too. Do they need help? Because the first reaction was definitely, holy fuck, I need help. But then the second reaction was, I think that person just fell. There's blood everywhere. Yeah.
Did something do this to them?
Yeah. In fact, I asked that.
Did someone do this to you?
Yeah, I said that.
That's what the sockman does. He turns you into a sockman.
Yeah, gaslights.
Oh no! Gaslights you.
You can only pass the curse on. Like
Yeah.
you can't give it back to the initial person. You have to give it to the
The
next.
fucking ring.
Oh my gosh!
Do you need help? They're like, oh no. So I need help.
No, the silent just had shake of like, no, I don't need help.
Well, there wasn't silence. There was which
They also couldn't talk at the time, Zach. Just make weird noises. I don't know if the lore told you that part, but I kind of like the story.
It's a really good story
It makes
for
me.
everyone else except for Alex.
It makes me go back to Zach's hypothetical about like how many things would need to be in a restaurant, but like as soon as like what would need to go through the door for you to leave? Like there's a lot of things, and I'd say like a person dressed up as something I haven't seen before.
yeah.
I would say a free tiger, like a tiger free, like a very hungry looking ass tiger.
What if he was walking on two legs?
Well, does he still look hungry? I guess he's going into a diner, so sure.
Okay,
He's parched.
Oh, he said if the two people, how many like identical people would walk into a diner before you're like, this is too many?
3.
Just like they're
I
regular
think
looking
3
people.
would be no. 4, I would be. I think 5 or 6. 6, it can't be.
Like identical, no makeup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just like people
like
walking
twins.
The moment they need more than one table. That's the
Yeah,
line.
that's a pretty good rubric.
Yeah.
in. Well, have you
Family.
seen on TikTok? There's a pair of triplets
Oh,
that will like. So it's at a mall. So there's the big pillars, and they'll get someone walking, and the first one will go by. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And then they go by another pillar, and the second one will be like, oh, they do the exact same thing. And then the third one will do it. Usually it's the third one. They're like, holy fuck, what is happening right now?
I just thought of something. Like, what is the most amount of identical twins one person can have at once?
I think
Like-
quintuplet 6. 6 is the highest that I saw at once.
But like
Yeah, I don't know.
I know there have been like twins because they're born at the same time, but like there's been like
Yeah,
the
identical
octomom.
is different. Yeah.
Like,
Octomom.
like
I think
yeah,
Octomon just had a bunch of pair twins.
yeah, but they could have multiple eggs because
Yeah, because
Yeah.
especially IVF, especially early IVF, was not super accurate. So ended up having some crazy multiples sometimes.
Yeah.
But identical, they have to split. So usually you very rarely get more than 3. Like 2 is uncommon, 3 is happens sometimes, and 4 is like almost never.
Yeah.
That's why I think the 5th one is like too much.
yeah. Whatever like the maximum number is for that though, that would probably be the best answer because like after that it's not possible.
Well, like I said, that's why I'm saying the highest I saw was 6. Like a woman's egg split 6 times and had six like identical twins.
It's wild that that's even possible.
Yeah, like it was like obviously some weird freak, like her body just like this egg.
Don't call them that.
Need another one. Split
You
it.
cannot tell. You cannot call women freaks.
What if
At
they're like
100%, if my wife got pregnant with 6 identical twins, I'd be like, "You're a fucking freak."
You guys heard it here first.
Canceled.
This is why I'm single, ladies.
Canceled. Now he's
Just that.
canceled. Now we're
just-
canceled.
because if you were married and they had extreme multiples, you would call them a freak.
Well, I
That's
would
the
have-
only reason.
Stephanie
I'd
would
be like,
help.
"It's not my genetics; it's your genetics."
He tells them all that immediately on the first
Yeah,
date.
yeah.
If you have multiples of 5 or more, you're a freak.
You're free.
Turns them off instantly.
Instantly gone, right out of the restaurant.
And the ones that stay are the ones you really got to worry about.
no, this is the keepers.
Is that the limit, Stefan? 5 or more?
At once, like it would be like 5 or 6. I would be actually like
We're still in
very.
the restaurant thing.
Oh, we're still in the restaurant.
Yeah.
It'd probably be more than a table.
No, I was talking about. I was talking to him about like him calling her a freak. Like, what is?
No, I know.
Like, is that 5? Is the number
5?
5?
5 is like getting like, are you medically okay? Because there's 5
Just
growing
gaslighter.
humans and growing inside of you. Like, could you fucking imagine?
But 6 is you're a freak. You don't deserve my love.
Yeah, 6 is when I'm starting questioning genetics.
He's just angry.
What is happening?
I can imagine she's just finished giving birth, and then Stefan goes in and just gaslights her. Are you even okay? What is wrong with you? Do you think this was okay? There's something wrong.
It's like, listen, I know I wanted more than one kid, but goddamn.
Yeah.
Kind of the hypothetical.
I don't
Without
know.
calling women freaks.
Back to the circus.
Back to the circus with you.
Get in the clown car.
I just said the 2.
You decided to. How bad was your interaction with psychologist?
Oh, you want me?
Yeah. Is it because you said downstairs that?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So
Oh yeah.
I have an anxiety disorder. I was medicated, and I'm not. It didn't really help. The worst doctor experience I ever had was with a psychiatrist. That's the actual doctor one, right?
Yeah. That's the one that's going to prescribe you medication, I think.
Yeah. So to start off, because it started terrible, it was go to the hospital like at opening. So it was like 7 o'clock or something, and they said come 40 minutes early to do paperwork. So you're there like 6:15, and they weren't there in the office. So we're like, do we have the wrong place? We're wandering around like, no, this is the right place for 45 minutes until they come to the office at 7. And then it's like, and then when we did all the paperwork and the appointment was late because we had to do all the paperwork, they were mad at us. Like, you put us behind. It's like, we were here and then like tried to do a diagnosis immediately after talking for like not very long. And I knew that's wrong.
Yeah, that's not right.
It's like, yes, it's this kind of anxiety. I'm like, that's not. And then leaving the session is like, okay, we'll try medication. I can prescribe you, or you can talk to your family doctor. I'm like, well, you suck, so I'm going to go to my family doctor. It's like, either way, come back in 3 weeks or whatever. And I went to my family doctor, got medication, and then came back And it's like, okay, this is the medication we decided to do with the family. And she was so pissed, like, why'd you come back here if you already have medicine? It's like, you told me to. I just awful.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds awful because definitely like prescribing a anxiety disorder after only one session is not right. That's not how that works.
That was
we were
that was my
doing
experience.
Other stuff too, but
Where was that, by the
it
way?
was at the hospital.
Grand?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I went to like the outpatient one at one point, and it was because like one time I had like a really bad, I guess, panic attack thing. It just kind of came out of nowhere, and I had like a weird disconnect between like my mind and body where I couldn't, like, there's that night, like I was trying to like calm myself down, but I'm like, I need, like, in my head I'm like, I need to go to the hospital. Something's not good with my head right now. And I had this like really weird disassociation where I couldn't like place myself in my body properly. I don't know how to like put it into words, but I was like very numb. And I was like kind of like withdrawn, almost like watching myself, but I was here, but like not. I don't know how to put it. But the really scary part was I tried to like go to sleep, and I couldn't, like, I'd close my eyes and it would be like too dark, and I couldn't like separate my thoughts from whether or not I was like dreaming almost.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't know, because I'm thinking these things and I can control them, but they're also not my own.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt so disconnected. But I went to, like, my mom called the doctor because she was all worried. And then my doctor called, said either we can put you on this 20, like, someone will call you in 24 hours, or you go to the hospital right now. And I'm like, call me in 24 hours. They did this like psych. I finally was asleep, and they called me while I was asleep. And I woke up to like get the call. They did like a quick intake thing. It was nothing. And then the next day I went in for an appointment with a psychiatrist can administer medication, right?
Yeah.
And it was like quick 5 minutes. Like, he started asking me, he's like, oh, well, when you were in school, did you, like, could you focus easy? I'm like, what the fuck kind of questions is this relevant to like what just happened? Like, this is like the craziest thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Yeah.
And like mentally. And you're asking me how I did in school when I was a kid. Like, or not when I was a kid, but like how I did in high school. Like, was it easy for me to keep focus? Or when I was in elementary school, I'm like, did you get projects in on time? I'm like, what is it? Like, what are these questions? Like, I think, and then afterwards, like, I think you have mild anxiety. I can prescribe you a med that is either PRN, which would have been a benzo, or I can prescribe you just one that you take every day and it'll kick in after a while. Or we can try like counseling, like whatever the behavioral therapy,
behavioral.
cognitive behavioral therapy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll just try counseling, I guess, because I don't really want to hop on medication the first fucking second that it's offered to me.
Mm-hmm.
And like, based off of his questions and everything, like, I'm like, I don't think you understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just doesn't feel like, to have like a major episode that's never happened to you before in your life. They're like, how did you do in elementary school?
Was that the only questions that they were asking you? Like those types of questions?
Yeah, just weird. Just like, they asked me like, where do I feel it? Things like that. But I told the story, and like, then like those were like the leading questions afterwards. And I'm like, well, it just didn't seem like the next step, you know, like it's like, okay, like, even if I was like, I've never had this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't, like, at the time I didn't think what I had was anxiety. I kind of like have accepted it as that now. I'm like, yeah, like, I guess it's just like an anxiety like attack. And that might have occurred, but like, it was just so like foreign. Like, I've had anxiety. Like, I've fought in front of people. I've You know, like
Yeah, there's different kinds of anxiety.
Anxiety to me, up until that point, was nervous.
Oh, okay.
But then, like at that point in time, I'm like, if anxiety is something completely different, then I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's where like different kind of anxiety. I think the test that those two gave you guys was I forget if it's called an AMD test. It's just a test where they ask you a bunch of questions, and depending on how you answer, there's
No,
a scoreboard.
It wasn't
There's
like
a score.
that. And I was
I don't know how you, because that's what AJ sounded like.
that they have some weird.
Yeah, there's a test, and so as soon as you said that question, AJ, they started asking you things which like Zach had anxiety over in high school, right? So if you look at it from that point, they're like, did this person like from high school have you had anxiety technically for a long time, or is it just like a recent thing type stuff?
Yeah, and I think it was recent. Like it.
Well, it's different if it was developing and then was a break, or if it was like sudden.
Yeah. So like, I think they were trying to determine like, was it this like a slow thing that you were technically going through and you just didn't realize it, or if like there was like a hard break. But like, I'm also not studied in that test because that is like a couple years of learning just that test. So,
and yeah, no, I was 17, so it was technically the like children's psychiatrist.
oh, okay, yeah.
I went to.
But no, it was like take this test to see if you are suicidal, and it wasn't. And then it talked to my parents for like 20 minutes, and then it's like, yep, it's this. I'm like, you're wrong. It's like, this is I definitely, after talking to you for half an hour, know the source of your anxiety. And it's like, no, you don't.
No, you probably should have also gone for behavioral.
And I also don't.
I
like just talking with people, so it doesn't work out. But I learned to, after knowing I had an anxiety disorder, I learned how to deal with it. Because my symptoms manifest physically almost entirely. So if I feel sick instead of anything else. So after knowing that what I'm feeling is because I'm anxious, I can deal with it, and it's the other ways of dealing with it. And also the medication wasn't doing anything. Also, I got kicked out of school, and the main cause of my anxiety also went away.
Yeah. Fair enough.
For me, the way that like I kind of learned, because like there was like months where like it's like there was like months where I couldn't feel my body properly. And to me, it's a very, very similar feeling as having weed, like where it kind of feels like I'm like perma high, like where I don't completely have control over my thoughts, but I also like feel numb to the body, like stuck almost. And like I remember like a hot shower felt so fucking weird. Like it just felt like it was hitting something, like I was feeling the warmth, but it was hitting something external to me. Like I was wearing like armor or something, or like clothing.
That's crazy. I haven't had anything like that.
That sucks, dude.
This guy that's crazy to you, to your whole anxiety story. That's crazy.
I don't know what that feels like, so I can't really I'm like, that's fucking nuts to me.
I just find it funny how
it's you that's weird.
It is.
You fucking freak. No.
The truth is, everybody's weird.
He's just like, after he's like, dude, what a pussy.
Freak.
No, I can't say that because Ryan used to have a panic attack, so I'm just like, no, I can't do that.
It's entirely different
I know
for everybody.
that. I know, yeah, for everyone, I'm just like, I'm glad I don't
It's
have that.
weird.
I have to experience that.
It was really weird. I haven't experienced anything like that in a long time though. So
That's good.
So are we done, or are we going to do another?
Nope, we're done. Well, bye, everybody.
Oh, that's it? That's it? That's
It's
all?
only an hour.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Already
done.
talked for a whole hour,
Yeah.
and only about 15 minutes of it was about Sockman. The new hit product from Just Giving Up, Sockman.
You wait.
Maybe one day.
Wait
I'll
for the
talk about full
cinematic
story.
universe. Sockman coming.
Sockman's coming to comics.
tune in
Please.
to our next Fiverr video where we pay Fiverr artists to make Sockman merch.
I really hope not.
It's the big thing until you actually release the whole story.
Yeah.
We already have this fucking pillow.
Get us 50 likes if you guys want Sockman
No.
merch.
Not on a podcast.
Okay,
that's for sure.
let's do 5. I'll make something.
You'll make something. Zach will make something. Zach.
Children's art.
We'll get the guy to sign it.
like a horror movie where there's the kid drew something creepy.
No, for the love of God, no.
Are we saying goodbye?
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.